What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're at Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona. And we got Mr. Hector here with all his Overland patches. The Overland Expo show is 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's full days, and we highly recommend coming for at least 2 because there's just so much to see. We're gonna see some new and some familiar faces. So we're here at the Max's booth. Check out this mini home. It's 800 square feet, but it is luxury, guys. You can basically put this on any plot of land. And this is really Marlon's and I first time coming to an Overland show. And so what you see at Overland Expos are not what you're gonna see at your Jeep Beach, Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Different crowd, totally different vendors. It's just a different feel for sure. The more that I see the grenadiers, and I think that's what this is, an Ineos grenadier, the more they're growing on me. And we have seen so many here at the Overland Expo. We actually saw one custom painted, a different type of blue, I'm pretty sure, because I don't know if they make them in that blue. But you guys will let me know, of course, if I'm incorrect. Has incredibly dark tint, but I'm loving this like sand kind of color. I do see this color more often than not. So this is the Sea Sucker, and they have so many different options, and they all work obviously off of a suction-based mount there. But look at that, look at this. I saw this from a bit of ways and I was like, I have to film this. This is hilarious, a little toilet paper holder. We're gonna check it out and we're gonna see if they have something to mount our Starlink on top of the Jeep or just somewhere so it's not rattling inside. But look at that, they really have thought of everything. Like a bathroom caddy. Oh, there it is. I'm too short. I couldn't see it from down here. Can mount a high lift jack apparently with this. High lift jack mount. How cool. Lights. If anything, we at least need this. Look at that. And guys, we're on the way. So we stopped here. This wasn't really part of the plan, but we do have our Off-Road and Chill experience event Memorial Day weekend at Wolf Caves. So we figured, okay, well, we're on our way to Texas anyways. Let's stop off in Flagstaff, Arizona and kind of take like a chill trip and see what this Overland stuff is all about. Daisy May, we have another Max's Frenchie. What you doing, Daisy? You tired?
I'm getting in trouble.
Uh-oh, you're being bad. And of course, you know, Onyx is here. Game changer. If you guys have not downloaded or even tried using the Onyx Off-Road, make sure you download it. It's available for Apple, you know, iPhones, and also as well as Android. You get like a free like membership, but if you use our code Off-Road and Chill, you get 20% off your elite membership. So we obviously use Onyx everywhere we go. Even if the trail isn't mapped on Onyx, we still look at it as far as weather. There's so many cool features on the app, guys. Let us know, have you tried it, have you downloaded it, and what you think. This is our buddy Mark Mojab's brand new buggy. Unfortunately, here at the expo, vehicles have to be Overland related or you're not allowed to display them even in the vendor booths. So that's important to keep in mind, guys. If you guys are gonna be vendors here at the expo, make sure that it has an overlanding tent or at least an awning or something. They don't let super cool buggies in. And so, of course, you know that it wouldn't be a proper Overland show without coming to see our friends at Expedition Trailers, guys. So this is the sister brand to our friends over at Artec, so based out of Salt Lake City. Amazing. Artie and Stacy, they own both companies. Super amazing family, super amazing like team, guys. So if you're looking for an Overland trailer, Expedition Trailers, this would be our way. This would be what we would get. Check out the kitchen. Everything is just thought out. Everything is the highest quality, as lightweight as you can get it. It's honestly, this Overland thing is growing on me. Talk about arriving in style. You're so cool. And would it be a party if we didn't come to visit our Weston / Super Winch friends? Say hi, Dave. Your Princess Diana wave. So even though the weather is absolutely beautiful here in Flagstaff, the wind is 40 miles an hour today, so it's making filming a little bit difficult. So I found some reprieve and a camper, basically a topper. I'm gonna have to get the exact name, guys, but we're looking at something like this if we are only taking one Jeep, and then this sits on the bed of the truck. Our good friends Bronwyn and Jason, who you guys saw, helped us build the JKU back a couple months ago. They have one, and it's honestly just enough room. Now that we no longer have Apollo, may he rest in peace, he passed away in December, him being our Great Dane, we only have Hector being 20 pounds. This is a lot more feasible. So check this out. So you have a fridge, we have storage here, we have all of your electrical. Look at this bath, right? So it's what I believe these are called wet baths. So you have the toilet, you have the sink, you have the shower, and obviously I believe this closes. Yeah, this has a thing here, a slide. And then you have another kitchen sink, you have propane, I assume, you have an electrical outlet there, and then this is gonna be the bed. And then more storage. And honestly, it's obviously gonna have a mini split here, AC, heat. Oh wow, a microwave, like convection oven type. I wonder what the MSRP is on this. You have this little seating area here with like a pull-out table. It really has everything that you need. I mean, we're not saying living in here. Our friends Bronwyn and Jason do live in theirs and have for the last year. They're a lot cooler than I am. I would kill Marlon if this was the only space that I had to share with him. That being said, I mean, I could totally see myself doing this for like a month or 2 months, something like that, just traveling around the United States. But the issue really is that Marlon and I both enjoy driving. So if we do this on the bed of the truck, we only have like a 1-car bumper pull trailer. Our gooseneck would be obsolete, right? When we're using this, obviously. So we would have to either get a 2-car bumper pull, which I'm not really sure we would want a 3rd trailer, or we'd have to settle on whose Jeep we're taking. Okay, so the name of the company is Soaring Eagle Campers, and this is the Airy edition. So guys, if you have any questions, I'm not gonna know the answers, but check them out online. But yeah, this is what the outside looks like. So then you would back the truck in that way. Yeah, so the nose of the truck would be that way. About 2,300 pounds? 2,300 pounds. Dry weight. It's definitely something to consider. So this is what it looks like. And so those are the electrical jacks, and the owner said that there's a wireless remote. So it's actually pretty easy to get this thing on, or loaded and offloaded. We got Tembo Tusk making tacos, slinging tacos. Hector's in line. They haven't noticed him yet. This is pretty cool. It's a full little log cabin camper. Woo! This thing is almost too heavy for me. Hit it here?
Yeah, right in the corner of the edge there.
Let me visualize here. Okay. 1.
Whoa!
Alright, that was good enough.
Then you're done. You can't do that. If we don't help
We got Power Tank out here doing full-blown displays here. Look at that. I gotta film really quick because of the music, but Ice goes out here. HP tuners. So we're at the Power Tank booth, and these are gonna be the new updated modular tire inflator. Look at that. I think this is the one that came with our new one, but then we're gonna upgrade our 2 other power tanks. It is upgradable, guys. So if you guys have any questions, head on over to the website. So while we're out here in Flagstaff, we're staying with our friends Troy and Kim. They have a beautiful home about 20 minutes from the venue, and they have a Cybertruck. And then we just got back and there's another Cybertruck. So is it like Jeeps? Like if you have a Cybertruck, you find a Cybertruck to park next to? I wanna know. Lunchtime. Kim made some delicious sandwiches. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
Buddy, what are you doing? Hector also wants delicious sandwiches. So we got really good parking. So we have this pass, the extra vehicle pass. Thank you, Maxis, for providing our tickets and the extra vehicle pass. So let's go see more of the show. Saturday was next level wins. We unfortunately had to cut the day short, and I think most of the vendors did too. Things were flying. People were gonna get impaled. I don't think anyone got hurt, but we definitely left early, and so now we're walking around. You can kind of see the mood shifted a little bit, but it doesn't mean the event is quite over. We have about 2 hours left, so let's see what we can get through. These Earth Roamer, I mean, I don't even know what they're called. What would you, Unimog sort of type of situation? I mean, they can go anywhere upwards of $1 million, which is crazy. Okay, I'm telling you, the Grenadier is becoming fastly one of my favorite vehicles. I have not driven it, but it's beautiful, and look at that wrap. I would totally use one for overlanding. Guys, the amount of dogs that we have seen here, I could do an entire video of the dogs of the expo. So I'll say the overland shows in general, they are a lot more accepting of a lot of other type of vendors. So not necessarily even manufacturers of things like tents or fire equipment. You'll see a lot of different booths. For example, this hat booth kind of looks like Hector. So the displays were a lot bigger before all the wind kicked in. But you can see Rhino Rack is here. We have our friends from HP Tuners, which is really cool. They're having fun in there. Ooh, I like that wrap. What is that, a Rivian? No? Hummer. This is different. Definitely have never seen Blackstone at like a Jeep Beach or Smoky Mountain. But the Overlanders, they like cooking. So I filmed before a different company, and it was the Sea Suckers, but PCI Radios as well, their very own Starlink mounts. And so you'll see these used a lot on a lot of the KOH race cars. You're going high speeds in the desert, lots of bumps, and I know that this stays on for sure. Look at this wrap. I think the lighting's off, but it's like a satin purple, absolutely beautiful, and 15% off. Low-key, I want a Toyota. Marlon wants a Toyota, but now which Toyota should we get? How beautiful. Oh, dang, look at that thing. It's huge. So I don't think I've seen Jeep here yet, but I could be mistaken. But of course, you know, Toyota comes out in full force. And I've been seeing more and more of Off the Grid. I've owned a couple of Pans. I'm looking forward to their new series that they're dropping for ladies. It's gonna be awesome. Does this rig look familiar? Land Cruiser, right? Or what is supposed to be a Land Cruiser. It's been highly modified. This is Shannon and Jess Campbell's Land Cruiser, and we've been off-roading with them already in Sand Hollow, which was fantastic. He is building a JKU because this is kind of a rig that he doesn't want to mess up. This is in like a memorial to his dad, and we want to keep it absolutely pristine. Look at how beautiful. All right, so we have this tented area if you want to get out of the elements, but the wind is still obviously going to reach you. But we are in the food court area. There's tons of different options, tacos. We have like a coffee cart here. We have burgers and hot dogs, a tots. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. We went with a jumbo all beef hot dog. I am not a pickles fan or relish. Marlon loves that stuff. Look at those beautiful poodles. Lots of porta potties here at the expo. And of course we have ARB in the house. Maybe they're doing a giveaway. I feel like when people are amassed like this, it means that there's possibly a giveaway going on. Also, let me know in the comments below if we're going to be seeing you in Texas this Memorial Day weekend. Our event is at Wolf Caves in Mason, Texas, the Off-Road and Chill Experience. It starts the 22nd. We'll be there Wednesday, but the event starts Thursday. And you guys, if you could come for 1 day or 2 or more, make sure you do. It is completely free as far as the event goes, but there is park fees, and lodging is obviously on you guys. Let us know. Are we going to see you there? Of course, look at our friends at Bilstein. They're always here. They're at all the off-road overland shows. So there's tons of like, I don't even know if these are teardrop campers, but Sherpa, I guess is what it is. This one looks cool. This one looks like a Batmobile. If you don't look at this, it looks like its own vehicle. And this is what that looks like inside. And I like it. These are like cushions. So this itself is the bed. BRS Off-Road, I guess is what it's called. But I think that there's room for me, you, and Hector in here. Oh, yeah. And the cats.
I'm pitchy.
Look at this little guy. Look at a tripod. How many miles per hour do you think this gets? My guess is 4. K&M. I really like these chairs. Kevin and Brittany let us use. They have 2 or they have a couple, but I really like them. They pack really, really small. Basically that packet, right, that pile, that's all different types of chairs. What the heck is that? I wanted to make sure that I got this bad boy. The legit earth roamer. The legit earth roamer. Look at that. This one I think is 800,000, but they said that they have different models that go anywhere up to 1.3 and more, depending on what you want inside. Can you imagine 1.3 million? But the one that's 1.3 million does have a washer and a dryer inside. This thing is cool. Here are the specs. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the reason we came to this event. This, a baby Bjorn with a pug. We need this for Hector. Oh my goodness. Hello, little guy. And of course we have Rhino USA. They kind of took down their awning because of the wind, but they're out at all the events. So this is vendor exhibitor parking. There's more parking obviously for the general public, and that's going to be way back there, but they do have shuttle services. You just have to wait, obviously. So you can either do the walk all the way down, you can have exhibitor parking obviously if you're an exhibitor, or you can wait for the shuttle. In a parking lot, do you guys ever forget what you're driving? So we are using our friends' Jeeps, and I keep looking for my Jeep, I keep looking for the truck, and so we've been walking around for probably 2 or 3 minutes, and we didn't find it because we're looking for the wrong thing. Alright guys, Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona is a wrap. The wind is picking up again. It was a little better than yesterday, but today was a lot chillier because there was a lot of cloud coverage. The sun only peeked out a couple times. Guys, we were interested in seeing how the other side lives as far as the Overlanders go, and we were not disappointed. We saw vendors that we didn't know existed. We saw products that definitely will want to add onto our Overland rig, which is going to be the JKU, more of a daily driver Overland-esque type of vehicle. I want to know, what do you guys go without? Are you guys more rock crawlers, Overlanders? Guys, like always, if you enjoyed the video, a big thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and we'll see you next time. Bye.